Okay. Right? Okay. So let's get started. I'll start sharing. It's related to the cue card. Yes. Hi. Okay. All right. So how many of you are here for the first time? How many of you are meeting me for the first time? Okay. Looks like there's quite a few of you who are here for the first time. Great to have you here. Let's have fun learning something new. Yes? Okay. Glad to hear it. All right. Okay. So, all right. So it looks like quite a few of you are here for the first time, which means that you probably don't know much about me. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Swati Ravi, and I'm an expert IELTS trainer. I have over 8 years of experience, and I'm a British Council certified IELTS trainer and a TESOL Canada board certified English language trainer. Like I said, I have over 8 years of experience, and right now more than 6,000 hours of teaching experience. And I have taught more than 3,000 students and helped many students achieve the band scores that they wanted. So I'm here to help you out today with speaking part 3. We'll be looking at what we can do to improve our speaking part 3 scores. Yes? All right. And while you are here, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will be getting updates on all the videos that we post. All of our videos will be teaching you something new, and they're all free. So please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch all the recordings later as well. Yes? Okay. All our recordings will be available after the live session, so you can go back and watch them at any point. All right. Okay. So let's first get to know a little bit about speaking part 3. Now, the biggest problem in speaking part 3 that most students face is the fact that there is no preparation time, right? So they are asking you questions on which you need to elaborate and give detailed answers, but you don't get any preparation time. What kind of problems does this lead to? What do you think? In what way does this become a problem? The fact that you have no preparation time. Yes, Taha, we panic. What else? We zone out. Yes, we can't plan an answer. Yes, there's stammering, it's lack of focus, we get anxious. Voice modulation, okay. We speak gibberish, lack of content, hesitation, fumbling. Yes, confusion. Okay, all right. So these kinds of things, we will start addressing these problems one by one and look at what we can do to be more prepared to answer this question, even though there is no preparation time, right? So questions are all related to part 2 topic. Yes, improper framing of answer, lack of spontaneity. Yes, those are problems as well. So we'll take a look at some things that we can do in order to improve that. And please stay here till the end of the session. There will be a free giveaway. I will be giving you a link and I will be sharing some free gifts with you. So please stay till the end. Okay, so questions are related to part 2. Questions are based on opinions. Now, this is the most important thing that I want to point out. All questions in part 3 are related to your opinion. Yes? And guys, we are specifically talking about part 3 of speaking today. Yes, not part 2. Part 2 has already been done, I think. And so let's talk in detail about part 3 and what we can do to improve those scores. And they are usually based on your opinion. Some of you are asking me about the 3 parts of speaking. So I think I'll just quickly go over the 3 speaking sections. So part 1 is your introduction part. These are based on your life, right? Which means they ask you questions related to where your hometown, your friends, your family, your hobbies, your interests, all things related to you, right? So the first part is an intro. whereas part 2 is a topic, right? But the topic is based on your experience. So they will ask you to talk about some experience that you had for 2 minutes. That is part 2. And part 3, write it like that. Part 3, again, is a series of questions based on your part 2. So it's follow-up questions. And they are always based on your opinion, right? So when you look at this, you will see that all 3 parts of speaking are based on you and your life. Why do they follow this format? What do you think? Part 2 is cue card, yes. But the cue card is what type of question? They ask you to talk about some experience that you've had. Yes. So part 1, part 2, part 3, all 3 parts are completely based on you and your life, your experiences, your opinions. The reason they do this is because they don't want you to struggle with the content, because they only want to test your speaking skills, not your knowledge. And that is why they don't have any general topics. The question is always about your life, your experience, and your opinion. Yes. Okay. So please make sure that you understand this. You are not expected to know anything. You're not expected to give your knowledge on anything. Okay. If you don't understand the cue card, can I ask them to change it? No, you cannot. You cannot change the cue card, but you can alter your answer. For example, if I receive a question about describe a time you went to the museum. What if I've never been to the museum? Then I can say, I have never been to the museum, but I have heard about this museum, and you can continue your talk. Yes. So you have to talk about it. You can't change the topic, but you can alter it just a little bit. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. So let's talk about the content for part 3, where we struggle to come up with content because there's no preparation. And here is an important point. Your answer should be around 40 seconds long. How many sentences do we need to get to 40 seconds? What do you think? Can we answer after 10 to 15 seconds? No, we cannot. We have to answer immediately. That is the problem, right? For 40 seconds, you need at least, yes, 4 to 6 sentences, depending on how long your sentences are. Minimum, you need 4. Maximum, you can fit in about 6 or 7. So 5 to 6 is ideal. You need to get to at least 40 seconds. We will be doing a practice after this. Once I've given you an overview and once I teach you what you can do in order to improve your content, then we will start practicing. Yes. And I will be giving you feedback as well. Okay. Now your answer should always include reasoning and details. What reasoning? I told you the question is based on opinion. So what reasoning do I have to give? What kind of reasoning do I need to give? What do you think? If it's an opinion-based question, examples, okay, examples are not reasons. Examples are examples. Exactly, Meghna. We have to justify our answer. We have to give reason, right? Right. So you have to explain why you are saying yes or why you are saying no, right? Yes. So you can say yes or you can say no. Either way is totally fine. There is no deduction in marks because you answered negatively or anything like that. You can very well say, I don't think so, I don't believe so, and you can give reason for that. I don't think so because, and give a reason. And Taha, you can fabricate content. But why would you? In part 3, it's based on your opinion. So there's no reason for us to fabricate anything. You won't feel the need to, but you can. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about how can I add these kinds of details. Now, I told you that you have to add reasoning and details, but how? What type of reasoning? What type of details should I give? Now, the main thing that I want all of you to understand is that you can add any type of detail. It does not matter what type of detail you add. You can add any type of detail so long as it is related to your answer. Yes? So you can include a mini story. What's a mini story? Let's do an example question, shall we? Okay, let's see. If my question is, do you think art is important? This is my question. Okay, now I will say yes or I will say no. If I say yes, okay, some of you are saying yes, that's fine. But regardless, I can say yes or I can say no. Does not matter what I choose to say. But I will say yes, I think art is important, and then I will have to give details. I'll give an example for each of the samples I've written here. If I'm giving a mini story, right? What is a mini story? Mini story about art, okay. You can include a mini story about your life as well. For example, I can say, yes, I think art is important. I remember when I was a child, I went to an art museum and I was awestruck by all the paintings that I saw there. I found it inspiring and beautiful. That's it. So what type of detail did I add here? I didn't say why. I didn't give reason, but I added a life experience. Exactly, Mohammed. Right? So this is totally fine as well. It is not necessary that you have to give only reason. No, you can add any type of detail. Yes, and that can be a mini story as well. You can include a small story that is related to the question. Because through that story, what did I convey? I conveyed that art is inspiring and art has beauty. This is what I conveyed through that small story, right? I said that when I was a child, I went to a museum and I went to an art museum, and all the paintings that I saw there, I found it inspiring and I couldn't believe that people could create something so beautiful. Right? This is one method. Now, like I said, you can add any type of detail. Guys, this is the most important thing that I want you to understand. It does not matter what type of detail you choose to add. So during part 3, don't panic thinking, I don't have reason for this. Doesn't matter if you don't have reason, give any kind of detail. Any detail is totally fine, right? I can talk about a mini story. Next, I can even give an example. This is another type. So if I say, yes, art is important, for example, there are many collectors who collect art because they feel that this is showing the culture and they want to preserve that culture, right? So here I can give an example. The example is not about yes, we can give examples of artists as well. Absolutely. For example, artists like Monet are celebrated because they were able to see the world through different eyes. I can say that. The French have more artists and they understand the importance of seeing the world through different light. I can say that, absolutely. Right? But if you're saying the French have more artists, you have to tell me how it's related to art is important. Whatever example you give, whatever story you give should be related to the importance of art. Yes, are we clear on this? Your example should not just be related to art. It should be related to the importance of art, because that is the question. Yes, but you can add an example. So I can say, for example, artists like Monet were able to see the world through different eyes. Then I will further add one more point to this. What other point can I say related to this? Now I've given an example. Monet is the name of an artist. I'm just using an example. Okay, so artists like Monet were able to see the world through different eyes. Then I will say, not many people can do that, which makes art special. Yes. Art depicts different cultures. Absolutely. Art is important. It shows your creativity through art. But that's only 2 points. That's not enough. I need more. Right? So that's why I'm saying you can include even more than one type of detail. Yes? Can you talk about an imaginary artist? Yes, you can. Yes. Just say that it's a local artist. There is a local artist called, say some random name, and say, I really imagine, I really love his paintings. Yes. Right. So I'm getting so many ideas in the chat box, which means that all of you are very good at coming up with details. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that you can add a mini story from your personal life. It can even be a made up story. You can add an example about something related to the importance of art, about some artists that you know, or about a local artist. You can make up the name also, maybe your friend. Absolutely. You can say, for example, a friend of mine is an artist, and every time I see his artwork, I wonder how he comes up with it. Right? Absolutely. So, but please remember, whatever type you use, it needs to be related to the importance of art, not just art. If you're talking about a friend who is an artist, that is fine, but you have to talk about why you think art is important. It has to be related to the importance of art. You can say that for him, art is a means of expressing himself. Yes, it enhances the beauty of the world. Absolutely. Right. That's the next type. So reasons or justification. If I say, yes, art is important, I can give reasons. I will say yes, because like someone said, it enhances the beauty of life, right? It encourages creativity. I can say any kind of reason. Now, like I said, you can give any type of detail, which means for the 6 sentences or 5 sentences that you need to speak, you can even use 2 types, right? I can give reason and justification, and after that, I can give a mini story, or I can talk about personal experience, right? Or I can even make comparisons. Can anyone tell me what kind of comparison I can make here? I'm talking about the importance of art. What can I compare in this? The question is not asking me to compare anything. So how can I compare things? What do you think? Can I compare anything? Art and architecture, yes, absolutely. Art and music, fantastic. Great job, Rafi. So you can say non-artist and artist, absolutely, right? You can compare it with the past, yes. So you can talk about old artists, new artists, that is fine. But your comparison should be still talking about the importance of art. If you make a comparison about art and music, then fantastic. So I will say music, the same way that music nourishes the soul, art too does that. Yes, we don't have access to art as easily as music, but art also nourishes the soul in ways that we can't explain. Yes, art and paintings, absolutely. Art and art qualities, yes, that is fine, guys, but please remember, it should be related to the importance of art. Yes, so if you're talking about ancient art, if I say back then architecture and art went hand in hand, so many artists have spent their lives painting the chapels and painting the temple walls, which are there till today. And those are pieces of our history and our culture. Yes, so I can talk about it, comparing anything, but as long as it is related to the importance of art. Yes, art for mental health, absolutely. Yes, you can. All right. Okay, so is it clear? Any doubts? So whenever you are building your story, what all can we add? We can add mini stories, examples, reasons, personal experiences, and even comparisons, as long as the question, it is related to the question. Yes, art is an important part of history. Absolutely. You can use that. Okay. All right, guys. I think now most of you are able to elaborate. Shall we start with the evaluations? Okay. Who would like to try first. You can use the raise hand feature and I will randomly select people to speak. Yes? Okay. How about Bharti? Hi. Hi,
Hello.
Bharti. Hi.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening. Okay, so let me give you your question. Right. Your question is, do you think clothing can tell you much about a person?
Yes, according to me, clothing, different person like different type of clothes, women and men. Some women like to wear traditional clothes, and some like to wear Western clothes. It depends upon the people nature, and I personally like to wear traditional as well as Western clothes, because when I used to went to the wedding functions, I have to wear traditional clothes because it suits me more as compared to Western clothes, but I also wear Western clothes, uh, so I like both type of clothing.
Okay. All right, Bharti. Now, I'll repeat the question and I want you to tell me whether your answer was relevant. Okay? Your
Okay.
question was, do you think clothing can tell you much about a person? What does the question mean?
Sorry,
Right? So the question was asking about, can the way someone dresses tell you something about them?
of course.
Does it convey something? Right? So guys, please remember, if you didn't catch the question properly, it is completely okay for you to ask the examiner to repeat the question. You will not lose marks for that. So please do that in case you feel like you didn't understand the question properly. Yes? But apart from that, Bharti, your answer, your flow was good. Occasionally, I found some tense errors. I think you said used to, and then you used a past tense, right? So just keep that in mind. But your answer was good. Flow was good. You had good ideas. But the problem was that it was not relevant to the question.
Related to question.
Right. So please make sure that you understand the question properly before you start answering. And if you feel like you didn't understand, please ask the examiner to repeat. Okay? All right. Yes. You can use past tense, Kushali. That's totally fine. Okay. Who would like to go next? Let's see. Raja. Hi. Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello. Okay. Not sure if he's there. How about Abhishek?
Yeah.
Hi, Abhishek. All right. So why don't we try the same question again? Do you think, what was it again? Sorry. Do you think clothing can tell you much about a person?
In my opinion, clothing majorly shows what kind of profession the person goes along with. It can also help to identify this. If you go with the uniforms, whether in schools or colleges, the certain where do those students belong to? And according to the professions, morally, I think we shouldn't judge a person only by his clothing, by his attire, because I believe that any work done isn't small. So we should respect everyone's dignity.
Okay. Good job, Abhishek. Very good answer. Lots of good points. And you elaborated on different things as well. You included uniforms as an example. And then you talked about how you don't think that you can judge a person based on clothing, but it does give you information. So fantastic answer. Very good job. All right. Thank you, Abhishek. Okay. Only thing I would suggest is you might want to practice speaking a little louder and clearer, because for your speaking exam, they're going to ask you to wear a mask.
Yeah,
And it's
sure.
mandatory. So when you're speaking, please be louder. And also, there isn't, I didn't notice much intonation while you're speaking. So while you're speaking, try to sound more animated. Try to sound a little bit more expressive. But apart from that, your answer was spot on. Good job.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Shivam, you can do that. Yes, Hitesh, good answer. All right, let's see who would like to go next. How about Litty? Litty, hi. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. All right. So your question is, guys, we have time till 5. So we have plenty of time. I'll be able to speak to quite a few of you. Okay. All right. Litty, your question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of having uniforms at work?
At work.
Mhm.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. Advantages of uniforms at work are you can recognize the level and stand of the person, and you can differentiate the post of the person, and the uniformity of the people working in the organization or in the office or anywhere. And disadvantages are you have some rules in uniform. You have to tie your hair like that, or you have to be clean shave, and you can't wear anything you want or you wish to wear.
Absolutely. Okay. So that was a very good answer, Litty. Only problem, can you tell me what? How long did you take to start?
Okay, I took much time.
A few seconds, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So ideally, you should have started a little sooner. You can take 1 or 2 seconds. It's okay. But if you take more than 3 seconds, they'll move on to the next question. Okay. So you need to be careful about that. If you take too long to think, they will move on to the next question because they are supposed to do that. Okay. But your answer itself was very good. You had very good points, Liddy. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Who would like to try next? Let's see. Those of you who are done speaking, please mute yourselves once you're done. Okay. All right. Let's do okay, let's see. Wow, it looks like 30, 35 of you have raised your hands. Okay. Let's do this. How about Nidhi? Hi, Nidhi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Okay, so here's your question. How has fashion changed in your country over the past few decades?
In past few decades, my country has seen lots of new fashion models along with new designs. My country has evolved with time. Initially, my country, the ladies used to wear traditional clothes like sari, salwar suit. But in today's modern time, the girls are wearing more Western clothes like jeans, skirts, and many other accessories along with the clothes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So do you think your answer was a bit short?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? What could you have added? Easily, you could have added an example, right? From your personal life. You can say, I myself, for example, prefer to wear this, or I myself wear Western clothes when I go to work, or anything like that. This is an easy fix. You can easily add that, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am. So,
anytime you feel like you're out of ideas or I'm not sure what more to say, jump into a personal example. Easiest way to add. Yes? Okay.
yes, ma'am.
All right, Nidhi, good job. Next, can we have, let's see. Okay. Hi, Ajay.
Hello.
Hi, Ajay. Here's your question. Your question is, what is the difference between clothes that young people wear and old people like to wear?
Okay. As we know, the old peoples wear like kurta pajamas and coat pants, etc., etc. But in our like teenagers and adults nowadays, these peoples and childs wear very traditional clothes like shorts and tops, and boys wear like jackets and black jeans, rough jeans with modern shoes like boot cut, etc., etc. That's all.
Okay. All right, Ajay. So few things that I would like to point out. One is that you have a habit of adding the sound at the end of words, which is something that you can fix by practicing by yourself. What you can do is, guys, this is for all of you. If any of you have a problem with sounds at the end of words, for example, when we say that, we say for the word that, we don't stop with that. We say that it's thinking sounds, right? So thinking sounds are included between words. If this is a problem for you, what you need to do is practice, write down 2-3 sentences, practice reading it out in front of a mirror with or without those sounds. Yes? Can you do this, Ajay? Because it really helps. I want you to start practicing in front of a mirror. Say one sentence, but make sure to say that sentence without the thinking sounds. Yes?
Okay,
It
okay, I
takes
got
some
it.
practice, but once you start practicing this, while you are speaking, you can reduce the amount of thinking sounds that you include.
Okay, okay. Actually, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes?
Is there was any grammatical mistakes in my
Yes.
in my
You had some grammatical errors, but it did not impede communication, meaning that those grammatical errors did not cause confusion for me to understand what you were saying. Right? So
Okay, okay.
grammatical errors that impede communication, those errors will lower your score more than the kind that you made.
Okay.
Right? So yes, we need to work on grammar a little bit, but because of the fillers that you had in between, it was more difficult for me to follow the sentence structure. Right? This
Okay.
this will affect your score. So practice reducing that, and then you can start working on the individual grammatical errors. Right?
Oh, yes, yes. Actually,
Yes.
ma'am, I have one more question.
Yes.
So, according to you, how is my English? How much grade you will give me if you according to you?
I cannot give you a band score if that's what you're asking.
No, no. According to marks like our 10.
Ajay, it doesn't work like that. Okay. See, we are not allowed to give you scores for your speaking. We are here only to give you feedback and tell you what you need to work on and what you need to improve. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Next, let's have. Okay. So a lot of people are talking about the word people. Yes, people is the word for plural. I mean, it's the plural word for persons. Right? So you can say person, persons, or you can say people. Peoples is not a word. Okay. Yes, Raja, are you here now?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi.
Your
Good evening.
question, good evening. Your question is, what role do you think a teacher should have in a classroom?
Teachers plays a main role in the student life and other part of life also. Moreover, a teacher is having a more skills when we are growing. That time we need more guidance from the teachers and other like mathematics, where we don't know, we can learn more things from them. If comes to the education part, teachers plays a main role in the world. More than that, he's a good guidance for our future also. This is what from my side.
Okay. All right, Raja. What could you have added to this? Can you tell me? What
Yeah,
didn't you
some
add?
more I had to add.
Yes, but what is
lot
the
of things I
easiest
had to
thing you
add.
could have added? Easily, you could have added your personal experience, right?
Yeah, kids. When we don't know, we had to go for the tuitions. There also a teacher explaining in brief that kind of explanation.
Just use a personal example. That's
Yes.
it. It's very, very easy.
Yeah.
Just say, for example, I had a teacher called so-and-so, and she really inspired me. Or you can say, I know a teacher who is very good at their job, and they've inspired many children. That's it.
Yeah,
So include a personal
yeah.
story when you run out of things to say.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
thank
So
you.
I did notice that you have a tendency to repeat the word more. So you might want to start working on that. If you're saying more skilled, you can try to say exceptionally skilled. Yes.
Okay.
Try to use alternate words instead of more, because you have a tendency to use that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Thank
also
you.
noticed a few articles that are included in places where you don't need to. For example, you said more skills.
More.
Having more, but it should have been having more skills or
more
having
skills.
exceptional skills. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Raja. Thank you. Next, let's have. All right. So before we continue, let's take a short break from the evaluations and let's look at the offer that I told you about. I told you that I have a gift for all of you. So let's come back to that. Once I show you what that is, let's come back to evaluations. And don't worry, we still have 20 minutes. So I will still talk to some of you. And some of you asking, okay, what if I don't understand the question? Like I said, you can ask the examiner to repeat the question if you do not understand. It is totally okay for you to ask the examiner to repeat. Yes? All right. Okay, guys, everyone ready to hear about the offer that I have for you? I'm here to give you a freebie. Is everyone ready for that? Yes? Okay. All right. I know that a lot of you here are new. So this is especially for those of you who are new here. I'm going to give you a freebie. Yes. Okay. So what you can do is you can join our course for completely free. If you are new here, you can join our courses for completely free. This is only for those of you who are here in this session right now. And it is only for those of you who are here for the first time. Those of you who have already joined some other batch, you can still get a 20% discount. The only thing you need to do is download the IELTS Prep app or log into IELTS Prep by LeapScholar, and you can take a free quiz and get a free IELTS Plus or Foundation course completely free. Guys, this is a this is not an opportunity you get all the time. And you're only getting it because you are in this session right now. So you can avail this offer and take the course completely free. Yes, all you need to do is download the IELTS Prep by LeapScholar app, log in using your phone number, and you will see this quiz page in the first opening. As soon as you log in using your phone number, you will see a quiz like this. You can take the quiz and join our group completely for free. The course is for 4 weeks. The IELTS Plus course is for 4 weeks. Let me tell you all the things that are included. You will get 4 weeks, 20 hours of classes with a trained certified evaluator, a trained certified trainer. You will also get 5 mock tests. You will get one one-on-one speaking evaluation. What we were doing right now, I was giving you feedback, but in your speaking club slot, you will get detailed evaluation on the specific evaluation parameters. You will also get lifetime access to all the study materials. We have 1,100 plus practice questions, and you can also download all the Cambridge practice books for free, completely free, guys. You can join the entire course and get all the speaking practice, writing evaluation, mock tests, study materials, Cambridge tests, everything you can get for free. Download the IELTS Prep by LeapScholar app and log in using your phone number. You will find this quiz in the opening itself. Yes, and for those of you who have already joined a different batch, you can still use the code SWLive20. I will share the link with you. Just give me a moment. I will share the link for the 20% discount, those of you who already just give me one moment. Let me share the link. Okay. Okay, you demand a link. Yes, I'm going to share the link. Just give me one moment, please. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find the link. Just give me a second. Okay, I got it. All right, so here it is. So those of you who are here for the first time, this is the link you can use to join the entire course and access all the materials completely free of charge. And for those of you who have already joined a different course, would still like to join, you can use the code SWLive20. Yes? All right. So like I said, you'll get 20 hours of classes. You'll cover all 4 modules in 4 weeks. You'll have mock tests every week. And you can also access recordings of the classes. Yes, guys, this is another thing. Please remember, even if you miss the session for a day, you can still watch the recordings. 20% discount is for those of you who have already joined something else, some other group on the on our platform, but would still like to join another one. You can still get a 20% discount by using the code SWLive20. I'm sharing the link for the free quiz again. And please make use of this opportunity. It is completely free. We have so many trainers. All of our trainers are British Council, CELTA certified with more than 5 years of experience. All of them are experienced and all of them have trained thousands of students, and most of them have a course or a batch coming up very soon, and it is available for all different timings. So you can choose a timing that is suitable to you and preferable to you. Here is the link for those of you who would like to join. If you have joined, you can use the thumbs up or to let me know if you have joined. How many of you have joined? Have any of you availed it? Have any of you? Oh, wow. Amazing. Nice, Bhavna. All right. Who else? Shri. Okay. Vimal. Who else? Sahana. Fantastic. Those of you who have joined, please leave a thumbs up. Divya, Aman, nice. Mohammed. Okay. Taneja, Rutvik, Mehak, Vivek. Fantastic. Premium batch is paid for. Premium batch you cannot join for free. Anyone who is interested, please join using this quiz link. You can take the quiz for free and you can join any IELTS Plus batch for completely free. Yes, we do have premium batches as well, but those are not free. Yes, you can join any of the IELTS Plus or foundation course. So for those of you who feel like, ma'am, my English is very weak or I am having a lot of trouble, then you can join the foundation course. even that is completely free. In the foundation course, they will teach you all the basics, sentence structures, how to use the grammar, how to correct your sentence structures. All of that will be covered in foundation courses. So feel free to join the foundation course as well if you feel like basic language is a problem for you. Yes? Okay. Here's the quiz link again. Shall we continue with the evaluations? Yes? More of you would like to speak, I think. Okay, right. So I said we'll take a short break and we'll come back. We still have, I think, almost 15 minutes. So I think I can speak to at least another 10 or 15 of you. Yes? All right. Okay, so here's the link for those of you who would like to join. And I will keep sharing this link in the chat box. So anyone who is interested in joining, please feel free to use this link. And once you have joined, please share a thumbs up in the chat box so that I will know how many of you have joined. Yes? All right. Okay, Sandeep has joined too. Nice. Am I from Kerala? No, I'm from Tamil Nadu. Rikin, nice. Patel, Ramneet, Rajesh. Yes, Taha, you can join. Here's the link. Okay, wow, looks like lots of you are joining. Fantastic. Guys, please make full use of this opportunity. And before we move on to more practice, I will tell you about additional services that we also provide. Apart from the course, you can also get 10 free grammar sessions. Yes, if you join right now, you can get 10 free grammar sessions along with the course. Yes. For those of you who have already joined, the code you can use is SWLive20. Joined, fantastic. Okay, so those of you who joined right now, those of you who joined within this session between 4 to 5, you'll also get 10 free grammar sessions, and you will have also additional practice with people that we call IELTS Buddy. They are passed out students from us who have scored well. They will be there to practice with you. Yes, we have the IELTS Buddy system. So those who joined with us, who studied with us, performed well and got good scores, they are working with us to help other students who are taking the test. You can practice with them. Yes, like Niharika and Raj Lakshmi, we have fantastic IELTS buddies who are here to help you practice more. And apart from that, you also have speaking rooms, which are available, wait for it, they are available 24/7. At any time, you can go to speaking rooms and practice with your friends, other people from the batch. Yes, so those of you, grammar sessions, Taha, you've joined a previous batch, ask your, you will find the grammar sessions in the upcoming lessons. Click on subscribe or notify me. So the next time the grammar session is happening, you'll get a notification. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. So I hope that all of you will make full use of this, and 24/7 the speaking rooms are available. You can meet up with other students from your Kushali. No, grammar sessions are different from masterclass. Those will also be listed, and they will be shared in your Telegram batch group. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Let's continue with the evaluations for today. Yes. All right. Okay. Let me see. We have Mehak. Hi, Mehak.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Okay. You ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your question is, do you think computers will one day replace teachers in the classroom?
According to me, I believe that today the technology is growing really fastly, and surely this may happen that computers may replace teachers, as I read in a story that a time may come nearly 20 years later that the technology can even replace humans, and we need not go to schools or colleges, and we will be taught by our computers at our homes.
Okay. What could you add to that? What did you not add and what can you add to it? Personal example? Can you give me a personal example for that?
Like during the COVID times, we had the online classes.
Absolutely. You can say that, or you can say, I myself am attending courses online rather than going to a building to learn. Yes?
Yes.
So whenever you feel like you're almost out of things to say, just include something about yourself related to the question. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Only thing I wanted to point out is that I think you have a tendency to use really a lot. I think you used it 3 times in this answer. You said going really fastly, which is also grammatically wrong. So you could have said, which is rapidly improving. So you could have said extremely instead of really. Yes. So just
Yes.
keep that in mind, that unknowingly you are using the word really more than a few times. So just keep that in mind and try to replace it. Instead of really, you can say is going exceptionally fast. It's significantly. You can use these words. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mehak. Who can we talk to next? Let's see. Arshneet. Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, here's your question. Is family important in your country?
As a person in India, I feel like social values are very important for a person. So, like what our parent teach us that about the moral values, that we have to obey and respect our elders, and we should follow some like rituals to respect. I'm not getting words to describe.
That's fine. So what can you do when that happens? So, okay, you got stuck. Rituals to follow is what you ended with. And it's okay if you had a 1 second gap in between. Quickly switch to a personal example. What can you say about family? Importance of family. What can you say?
Ma'am, can we contradict with some other country?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can compare, absolutely.
As compared to the foreign countries, people over here like to live together. The parents also enjoy the company of their like they teach their children that grandparents are also important part of their life. But in foreign countries, the grandparents live apart from their grandchildren, so and even their parents also. So
fantastic. Okay, I'll stop you there because answer is sufficiently long enough already. So like you said, just adding a comparison or adding a personal example, these are the things that you should quickly jump to. You should be prepared to jump to it in case you get stuck. Yes.
Okay.
So
You
whatever
have to
explanation
create
you give.
like you have to get the backup answer also if you forget something to describe.
So when they ask you the question, you're giving some explanation, right? And if you feel like you got stuck, quickly jump to a personal example because that's the easiest thing to go into. And you can easily start the sentence with, I myself, for example, and just explain after that, right? In my family itself, I'm very close to my grandparents, or I myself grew up in a joint family. Or you can say, I myself grew up in a nuclear family, but my parents always made sure that we visited our grandparents. Yes?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Good
so much.
job. Good job. Okay. Next we have, let's see, Jasveer. Hi, Jasveer.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Okay. Do you think diet is important?
Yeah, diet is very important for everyone. It may depend on the persons what they are taking to stay fit in their life. According to me, I think if we eat properly in our daily life, then we concentrate our work in a proper manner. And instead of this, we can say that diet is the main source to survive in this exhausted world. Exhausted world.
I think you muted yourself. Yes.
Yes, along with this, yes, ma'am. Yes, along with this, I can say that without diet, a person is unable to focus on their career, their daily work.
Okay. Jasveer, you already talked about the importance of diet in order to have a healthy life and be productive at work. So that point is coming back. So instead of that, what can we do? Instead of that?
Then I try to elaborate it by giving a personal example.
Yes, example or personal example or story or a comparison. Anything is fine, but switch to the next type, right? So you've given me reasoning. So once you're done with reasoning, then you feel like, okay, I'm not sure what else to say. Move to a different type of detail. Yes?
Okay.
All right. Good job, Jasveer. Next, we have, let's try Aman. Hi, Aman. Hello? No response. Okay. Next. Aman, are you here? Hi.
Yes,
All right. Here's your question. Why do some people enjoy eating outside?
According to me, due to busy life schedule, people love to eat fast food outside and easy to cook. So that's why people eat fast food outside, and more time is less consumed.
Okay, example.
Example.
Or personal example or story. Anything is fine.
Okay. If me and my friends are outside from my home, I most prefer burger or pizzas uh, because it is much tastier than at our home.
That's fine. Okay, good job. So, like I said, now I see the trends that I'm seeing as I'm speaking to more and more of you. I'm seeing that most of you are not comfortable introducing a personal example, or you're not used to it. Yes. So I want you to practice starting today. When you're speaking, please practice including personal examples at the end of your answer, because it helps you to extend your answer a little bit more. Yes. Once you're finished, when you feel like I'm finished, I don't know what else to say, move into a personal example. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Okay, good job. Thank you. Next,
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Taha.
Hi, ma'am.
There are people recommending you in the chat because you're spamming the chat box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Taha, your question is, what is the typical diet of people in your country?
Thank you for your question. The typical diet of people in my country is usually mornings are, we would like to have something which is light. Lunch, usually we would opt for food which is something heavy as in something which is more oily. And dinner time, again, since the entire family comes together, we would prefer to have something lighter and have a dessert, so that it doesn't result in indigestion. that's the typical diet of my people in my country. I remember one day I took an extreme step of having something heavy in for dinner, which resulted in indigestion, and I had trouble sleeping that day. So I will
Okay.
never perform such stunts again in my life. Thank you.
Okay.
That's what.
All right. So Taha, now you tell me your answer. In your answer, you said breakfast is light, lunch is heavy, dinner is light. But do I actually know what is the typical diet of the people in India? Did you tell me any details?
No, I didn't. I missed out.
Yes. Why? Why not? Because when they say
Yeah.
typical diet, you should be including what we normally eat, right? So
Okay.
what you said was fine. So you could have included some things. For example, you said breakfast is usually something light. It may be bread or it may be roti. And you can say for lunch, usually most people eat rice in our country. Yes, it is
Yes. Yes.
required for you to give me the details. It was
Yes.
too
Yes.
vague to say it's light, it's heavy, it's light. And you just left it
Yes.
at that. But good job including a personal example in the end. I applaud you for that. Okay,
Thank you,
but
ma'am.
please make sure that you do not give any vague answers. It should be specific. Yes?
Yes. Sure.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you all. And I am sharing the link again for those of you who would like to join, who have not joined yet. You can join right now using this link. And those of you who have already joined a different course, would like to join another one, you can join with a 20% off discount coupon using SWLive20 promo code. Yes. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of the session. So I hope that all of you will practice elaborating on your answers for part 3, and particularly practice including a personal example, especially when you run out of ideas, right? Because it happens. Sometimes you will feel like, I don't know what to say. Jump to a personal example. This is the easiest thing you can do to avoid the block or to avoid an abrupt ending. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you all in the sessions. I will see you in the course, and please make sure to use the code and make full use of our course. This is completely free, including evaluations, mock tests, doubt solving sessions, and grammar classes. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you, everyone. And please make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel so that every time we are doing one of these free sessions, you can come and join us and practice with us and study with us for free. Yes, please share the YouTube link with your friends who are also preparing for IELTS. You can watch these videos for free. Recordings will be available on YouTube. So please make full use of it. Okay, thank you all. Have a good day.